Paris. Home of the Eiffel Tower, fashion, croissants, and of course, PSG. So come with me and let's take a tour of PSG's Parc de France.
We're gonna go on the pitch, step into the locker room, act like a manager holding a press conference, examine the wall of jerseys, marvel at the trophy case, hit the store and see what's in stock, learn about the club's history, and probably stop to take a few selfies. Of course, we will also check out the seats and VIP areas that the fans watch the match from. After all, it is a football stadium. So let's go! An iconic city deserves an iconic club, and a stadium to match. That's why we're here today. Located in the west of Paris, just across the Seine, this is the Parc de France.
We're heading down towards the tunnel. I think that means we're gonna be going out onto the pitch.
I know this is what you were waiting for, so I'm not gonna make you wait any longer. We're out on the pitch and taking in the atmosphere down here. The color coordination is amazing and really sets the mood. This is what the players experience when they're walking out onto the pitch for a match in the Champions League, in Ligue 1. Actually, it was so good that I wanted to do it twice and kind of give you that view of what it looks like when you're walking out of the tunnel.
All of this filming's made me a little bit hungry, so I knew I brought this croissant for a reason. We're gonna continue the tour in a bit, but now is a great time to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. A little bit rainy today, so unfortunately that means we're gonna miss out on the chance to sit in the dugout on those team benches like the players and the coaches. Hopefully when you come and visit, you get a nice sunny day. Not too bad out, honestly. I don't really mind it, but it just means you don't get the full experience if the weather is not perfect. Goal! That's what it would be like if you score a goal in front of these fans. Thanks for the assist.
I had the chance to walk around the stadium, really take it in. These views are just grand. It's a special atmosphere in Paris. That's a little bit about the pitch. Now let's go into the stands. After all, football without fans is nothing, and a stadium without fans is just materials, earth, metal, plastic, grass. Let's go see where you'll sit at a match.
So I showed you the suites, but for most fans, they're not gonna be sitting in those comfy chairs. They're gonna be sitting somewhere like this. Still can get an amazing view. This is within the junior club. This seat's not too wet, even though it's a rainy day. Great seat right here. I actually like what PSG has done with the running track, kind of filling it in. Doesn't look like an athletics track, but rather putting that blue carpet, putting that logo and everything you see right there on it. The branding on this stadium is fantastic. I mean, it's just like everything we've seen at the club. We've seen the kits, we've seen the fashion. This is Paris. That's where the tour starts. You come in, get that grand view of the stadium, meander your way around, eventually come out onto the pitch, take it all in. This is the VIP area, fancy seats. You can sit in here, but most importantly, that view of the pitch. You can see they've got the lights out, regrowing. Some of the grass, it's not always sunny in Paris. It's actually quite rainy today. Had some sun the past couple days, but you gotta do it artificially sometimes. Up here, these are the seats of the executive club. Obviously, midfield view of the pitch right in the center. Great to see the action from there. This is what your seat's gonna look like. Nice and padded, got the badge, of course. And if you pop down, your view's gonna be like that. On match day, you'll even have a TV to see the action in case you miss something. You can see those replays. I can imagine the luxuries here in the VIP section are pretty high. Gonna have to come back for a match and see it myself though.
Paris is magic. This is Paris. Proud of our colors.
If you see over here in that Eiffel Tower block of stairs, that's where the PSG Ultras formerly would sit. Now it's where the away fans sit. Over here is where the PSG's Ultras sit. Apparently there were a lot of accidents, so they've kind of changed some of that up. Right up here, the press box or press tribune. This is where the media sits out here, so all the writers will be here on match day, and then up here, again, more suites, probably some more media. What a view from up here, seeing the Eiffel Tower on the stands. It's just iconic, these red, white, blue French colors. on the badge. Even though it's just a tour day, they want you to feel like it's a match day here, pumping in all these images of the fans, the noise, of the ultras. Gotta say, pretty cool experience so far. More suites for all of the sponsors that buy boxes. It's even somewhere that you can get your shoes shined when you're watching the match. I just showed you the press seats. This is where the press entrance is. Just a little bit different to where all the rest of the fans come in. We came in through the VIP entrance, I think. Everything is branded PSG. VIP area right here. It's actually called Le Deck. And you can just walk in here, enjoy some of these lounge seatings, watch the game from inside here. But if you're in here, you're honestly probably not watching the game so much. Your seats are gonna be out here. It's just a spot that is for the Champions Club. And then, as you can see right here, these are all of the player suites. Donnarumma, Kimpembe, Kolomuani. They've kind of got that exclusive suite going on for their families. Obviously, these more VIP seats, you've got the opportunity to see the game on TV, sit in these seats and have a real VIP experience. Are the VIP seats different to these regular seats? Well, yeah, you can see that for these sponsors, for these companies like Mitsubishi, you get this, but players' families, ultimate VIP treatment, extra comfy chairs. Kind of ironic, but shows just how touristic of a club PSG and honestly the city of Paris is. I think I'm the only person here that I've seen wearing a PSG shirt. Another one of these very exclusive lounges for the VIPs. You can get some top tier perks if you're one of those corporate VIPs or maybe even one of the players' families. So PSG obviously not playing at home this weekend, which means the whole locker room is open. I chose to sit beneath the shirt of Warren Zaire-Emery. I actually saw him play in Florida at ICC Futures a couple years ago. Top baller. He was one of the best players at the tournament. He was only 14. So as far as PSG players, I would say that Warren Zaire-Emery, definitely my favorite at the moment.
We've seen the seats. That's where the fans are. Now let's go back inside into the locker room. As one of the premier clubs in the world, PSG has all the facilities that players need to succeed at the top level. Step in and you'll see training tables there for player recovery, as well as a locker room befitting some of the biggest stars in global football.
Before the match, players gonna be warming up. Sometimes you just gotta hit that bike, gotta get a couple of lifts in. Obviously, a lot of stretching and then even see what that grass feels like. And as always, trophies. Photos from those big moments to remind you of why you're out there on the pitch. Another opportunity for those interviews. This one, not the mix zone, but just for Club TV. You got the sponsors, Nike, Qatar Airways, all the important ones right here. Just when they're coming in and be able to film with this backdrop.
Just in case you forgot where you are, these giant letters are there to remind you. We're seeing some media areas, so let's dig a little deeper and step into where the press conferences happen.
Mixed zone, obviously this is where interviews are conducted. After the match, the players come through here, talking to the media, getting interviewed about their performance. Lots of different places, obviously all with the sponsor banners. If it's Champions League, it's gonna have to be redone for those matches. That's why you can see that it's Velcro right here. They changed that out and changed out the branding. Obviously different people paid for the sponsorship. Love to see these old photos. How about those 90s kits, man? Nothing like it. Photo of the championship team of last season. So we've gone through the mixed zone. You can see it right here. And then back into this tunnel, you can see it says Paris. That's what they're all about here. Paris's club, as promised. The press conference room where you can be the manager for the day, sitting in front of your own audience, answering the questions from the press, in front of the big screen. Pretty cool. As I was saying, you can just walk up here, take your seat, examine the audience and say, okay, I will take questions now, only about the match, no transfers, everything else on the table. Pretty cool souvenir opportunity. What I love is these legends portraits. You've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic here, David Beckham, and over there, Leo Messi. What a great kit that some of these guys have on. Let's learn about some of these players who have made history. Obviously we got Zlatan, Bernard Lama, goalkeeper kit is sick. Leonardo, former sporting director, Polygon. JJ Okocha, what a baller. Maxwell, Zlatan's best friend. Rai and Ricardo, a couple Brazilians. Another Brazilian, I think everybody knows Ronaldinho, Dominique Rocheteau, and of course, George Weah. And some more highlights from days gone by. Look at these kits they had in the 90s, just amazing. This might be the area I was most excited about. It's the wall of jerseys. We've got a two-sided situation here with some of the best kits from PSG's history. These are absolute classics.
You know I always get excited about kits, so let's check out one of my favorite sections of the stadium. There are so many kits here that it'd be hard to choose just one favorite, but I'm curious, which one do you like the best?
I actually don't have my shirt, but mine's kind of right in between because this is the 97, 98, and this is 2000, 2001, this shirt from 1999, 2000, so right in the middle of these two. Few of the cups, few of the trophies already greeting visitors right when you walk in. They've got, I don't know how many of these Coupe de la Ligue, but it seems like PSG wins this trophy almost every year. Looks like we found a couple more trophies. Like I was saying, they've got so many of these Coupe de la Ligue and other French cups. These Trophées des Champions. This is the French Super Cup. What's this number 3? Oh, Women's French Championship. The UEFA Cup. Cup Winners' Cup, no longer called that. And then Olympic medal. And obviously we all know this one, Ligue 1, the winner's trophy. Even a championship from their handball team. So not just the football clubs here. Another trophy case here. Fans in America will recognize this one as the International Champions Cup. That's the 2015 edition.
When you enter the stadium and start the tour, you have the opportunity to take a photo and get your picture with PSG players. Here's what it looked like when I took the photo, and here are the results of the image. We've seen a lot of stuff inside the stadium, but there's still another stop on our tour. So let's walk out and check out the club shop.
Just across the street from the Parc de France is the PSG shop. Let's go inside and check it out.
Kits, kits, and more kits. That's what will greet you when you walk into the PSG shop. You may have seen my other videos going to PSG stores around the world, but this is the mothership. This is Paris. Check this out. They've got everything.
Here we are inside of the PSG shop. Right across from the Parc de France, as I said, they've got everything PSG that you need in here. If you want the home kit, you want the away kit, they've got it. I've never seen boots at a club shop, but those are sick. Goalkeeper kit, of course. Team warm-ups. How about those, the shoes to cap it off? Shirts of some of the club legends, Ronaldinho. Autographs. Pretty cool touch. And if you saw my video about the PSG store in New York, you know they had scarves from these clubs around the world. Morocco, Vancouver, Los Angeles, Vietnam, player scarves, and of course a full kit for the kids.
The club is all about honoring their history with these posters. Hey, I'm pretty sure my friend actually designed this PSG versus Arsenal poster from the ICC.
And of course, what would a football shop be without a customization station? You can make a Paris at the Heat Press station. Add your own touch there, or print a player name on the back of your shirt. You saw I did this at PSG Store in London. So let's choose a couple of stars. I want Zaire Emery and Marquinhos. Now let's do Lee. Adios, guys. There we go. And if you didn't make it to the stadium tour, you can still get a view of what it's like to be in the locker room with those official shirts. But now it's time to go. Another heat press station on the first floor, as well as some shirts from years past. If you're still looking for that messy PSG, they got it. And we got those NYC, LA, everything available. But what I like to look at is some of these random things. Half and half scarf of the Champions League board games. Scarf player, scarf. I think Lee is one of the most popular players right now. Cups, blankets. Those shoes are sick, I gotta say. Thank you, Footy fam. Thank you so much for joining me on this stadium tour. Let me know in the comments which stadium you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe if you did not already. And as always, thank you for watching. Check out some of my other stadium tours. Gonna link them below in the playlist.
Thank you, Footy fam. A special thanks to the VIPs and Ultras who are paid subscribers on the Footy fam Patreon. This video wouldn't be possible without your support. If you want to see your name in the credits and get other awesome perks like BTS content and more, make sure to subscribe via the link in the description.